about turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. If you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice gain.
83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action this time with Love. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And this one is incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Love now. He'll get this off to Taylor. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
On 3rd down, Love. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off. Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Room to run past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Colts' 27-yard line.
Now a give, running left is Harris. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
He'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. They'll try the left side. Harris. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Back to throw here. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the Colts are going to take over here up near the 40. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Short kick. One of the up mid will take it now. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play that time for Pittsburgh.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the 2nd half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it's a 2nd down. Love looking to throw it. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They run once more with Taylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 97 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Love. Got a man complete. It's Taylor. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Love. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the 1st down due to the previous penalty.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
Quick throw caught by Godwin. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. To throw now. Here's Love. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the third quarter and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs that say, roads closed.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And just shutting him off there. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Harris. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. From the 7 now, it's 3rd and goal. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. Deontay Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off down at the 2. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Love from the gun. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
On 2nd and 9, Love throwing the out route incomplete. That's Taylor. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
They'll run on 1st down. Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's 2nd and 10. They go bootleg. Love. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Well, a clear running situation. Trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
On the option to give to Taylor here.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
The give to Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 15-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now Love. They'll roll him out right. He finds Taylor, complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. That'll give him 8 that time. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And this is going to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away.
Blankenship's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
2nd and 10.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. He'll look to throw. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. They find some open field here. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
It's a gain of 27 yards. That's good for a Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going for the deep ball. And this is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw. And it's caught. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Boswell good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Time definitely of the essence now, just under a minute to play, and here we go. Oh, I think they got it. Yes, the Steelers have it. So they needed the onside kick. They got it. Now they need a field goal.
And that's the beauty of this. They don't have to get 6. A field goal ties the ball game for them. Nicely executed play.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. They'll try the left side. It's Harris. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
102 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He'll look to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. He's picked off at his own 46. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They run again with Harris. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles. And really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for the Steelers, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Colts, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll be back home next week.